back to Miss Shy Games. I hope you all had an interesting weekend. Mine was pretty different. I spent a little bit of time in hospital. That was Friday, and spent Saturday and part of Sunday recovering from it, which I was very sleepy most of that time. Spent a lot of that time just asleep, honestly. Let's see, I also spent some time trying out the new Warzone 2, which was interesting. It was definitely not what I was expecting it to be. Very, very different. I was kind of expecting to be somewhere similar to the old Warzone game, but it was something completely new and took quite a lot to adjust to kind of get the idea of what was going on in the game. Still very interesting. I just won't be streaming that just yet, not at least until I understand what I'm doing, since I'm still fumbling around with preset keys and keying things to, you know, buttons and whatnot. But obviously today we're playing RimWorld, and the focus today will be trying to get the base cleaned up, among other things. Not new colony. What am I doing? Load. So last time we were just shipping out a caravan. The crew was all kind of like packed up, or packing up. They were getting ready to go. So that's what we'll be looking at today. Is I think they were going to attack something. So let's have a look at what that was. Yeah, a outpost. So the outpost has 5 strike people guarding it, and we're aiming to get goodwill, since we basically don't have that much with factions just yet. It is with yellow one at the moment that would take us up quite high. I'd rather get it with something like the green or the blue, but so far I haven't really had any chances to kind of not make them hostile. I've had this interaction where we had some peace talks, but it didn't get all the way there. Just as you can see, the caravan's on its way up now. We've got some fires going on in the background, and somebody's about to have a mental breakdown too. Why did you take me to chimpanzee when you're saying it's weeks? He's just ate without a table, awful bedroom, recreation, unsatisfied and drowsy. Mate, you're asleep. I don't think you can actually be drowsy when you're asleep. We're taking as many animals as possible, and I think that was because there was a chance of bringing back resources from where they're going. This bandit camp up here. Please tell me she's not in it. Good, she's not. She can go into days, I don't really care. She's got to stay home anyway, since Chimpanzee was having an affair on her. And I'm doing everything possible to remove the offending female from the village for a little while, so they can have time to try to fix up whatever's wrong with their relationship. So hopefully that caravan, yeah, there we go, it's almost gone. There it goes. Quickly just save that. Now I don't actually have one saved as a caravan yet. Oh, yeah, I do actually. Let's overwrite that. Okay, so they're off on their way. Everything's on fire. Fantastic. So my intention is to clean this absolute mess of a base up. And I'm also putting up a roof over here, so I'm guessing maybe these weren't built before I hopped off last time. We're missing one on the side. Going on. There we go. Okay, so this side should be able to be built up. Roof. Yeah, no, that side will be fine. Now the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is I don't know if they can actually build this power conduit 3 in, like 2 in from either side, and I'm going to be watching that just to see. I might send somebody to try to do it at some point. just to see how that goes. We were also hunting as many animals as possible. We also want to make sure we get these particular predators so that they don't eat our cats again. There's lynx. Not research, wildlife. Wolf. There's our wolf. Okay, so we keep having our cats attacked. That's not what we want. We want to kill the predators before they get there. I didn't realize I still had some buffalo left. Something's rotting. That's okay. Why has that not gotten moved? Is it because this area doesn't take rotted animals? I bet that's what it is. Yeah, allow fresh rotten, and yeah, okay, so that's what the problem is. I need this to be taking rotten animals, but I can't have that particular section. I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to expand it a little bit. No, I don't want it to do that specifically. I want this to be its own little section, and copy this, paste it to there, and we'll have only the rotten animals. That might actually get them out of our fresh storage too. There we go. Okay, one more problem solved. Save that. So yeah, apart from the caravan, and we're hoping that somebody, for the love of God, cleans this place. Trying to make as much pemmican as possible. We don't have a lot. We've got a bit, but it's not a lot. I need them to kind of have probably, I would say maybe 20,000 pemmican going in and through winter, just because the last winter we didn't have a lot of food stores and everything was kind of damaged. So we lost a lot, especially once we got a heat wave through summer. Why do we not have lights working here? Might not be electricity, or it might just not be power. No, that's power. Okay, is that on the grid? Oh, this is why. Okay. Alright, so we finally figured out why this doesn't have power. And Seahorse, I don't care what you're doing. I need somebody to get over here and get rid of that. Because that is connected all the way up here to these wind turbines. And I need those to actually be doing something. I didn't realize this whole time that this little rock here has been preventing this. I guess I didn't see it. Alright. Where are you, Silverware? She's on her way. I don't know what. There she is. I started noticing in the last video that it was starting to get a little bit cold outside. It wasn't the kind of perma summer, 40, 50 degrees. And it was making me a little concerned that it was coming into winter. And then, of course, I had a look at what month it is, and it's September at the moment. So we don't really have too long before it's going to get very cold. And I don't want them to be freezing again this year. So we've got more heaters. We added a few extra heaters to the place. We do have a couple of heaters in here, one of which is working at the moment to maintain the heat. I think that one's active. Yeah, but it's got no power. We'll just try to get that fixed up. If you're just watching this for the first time, you may not know all these X's. I've got this storage area. I'm trying to make it triple coated just to see if it makes a difference between summer and winter for insulating the rooms. I know 2 walls thick will be quite strong and will make a difference, but I'm curious if 3 will. And at the moment, I just need them to finish the general storage, which is this area, before they actually go back and finish the food area, since we are coming into winter. I'm not that concerned about insulating the cold space too much. Whereas this area, I need it to get finished so that all the things that are in here do stop deteriorating. Obviously, this used to be the food storage area, which is why we have all these corpses. They were rotting across summer and or just didn't get moved across to the new storage before refrigeration was basically cut off once we opened up the place a bit more. There's some floors that need to get built here too. Okay, we've got half of it done, and I noticed that the thrombos are walking in here. I just want to check. Okay, so that one might actually be considerably trapped. I don't want that to happen. So it's allowed to come in to this area specifically because this is storage, and I don't have anything like chem fuel or whatever that I noticed that they do drink. I don't have that at the moment, so my intention is that all these thrombos will become hauling animals, hopefully soon. I believe most of them have the training, waiting to see them actually, you know, get in there with that initiative and actually bring something back. Because, you know, the Panthers, wherever the hell they are on this map, they're doing their job. Look, they're not even anywhere near the house. There's a couple there asleep. It is nighttime. Oh, that reminds me. Get up. Weeks are still walking around in a psychotic state. Recreationally starved. How could you be how are you starved for that? So they have. Oh, Nitro doesn't have his schedule in yet. I'm pretty sure he's our new guy. I'm pretty sure he's a daytimer. Yes. Okay. Everybody has a pretty solid schedule. You know, you get about I think it's, I don't know, 9 hour working day. They get about 8 hours of recreation time, something like that. 7 hours. Don't hold me to my maths. I'm not that great. And then they get a good amount of time to sleep. And of course, this cycle flips for your night timers. However, the night timers start their day basically with recreation. They get up, start recreation. They all intermingle, have some social time. So nobody is left out. It really is up to them for the most part. If they stop what they're doing and actually go and have recreation, stop and go and eat at a table, which we only just moved the tables over. So that was kind of fair. Some of them were a bit pissy because it wasn't quite in place yet. I do wish that I could make a smaller table, like maybe a 4-seater, just to put here. It would be really nice, but I just don't have that option. I have a heap of cats. Thanks for killing that right when, you know, that was right in my ear. I hate hearing them die. Yeah, we've got a system in place to cull the animals now. No more training panthers until we get a few that are actually named pets. What is wrong with Panther 5? What's your deal? You're down. Your jaws. Oh, that's right. You've gotten that fire. Yeah, that's okay. That one will recover. Anytime I see an animal that's got this line through it, I'm absolutely guilty for not paying enough attention and realizing that that animal might not get back up. So I actually do come and check now. Are these extra thrombos that are not tamed? I want to sell them. So I've got 4 here that I've tamed and I want them to become adults. I just need to check that these weren't the offspring of that one thrombo I had to kill. No. Okay. Very good. So I will kind of keep a couple of unculled thrombos on retainer at all times just for selling purposes. Oh yes, so my caravan has arrived at the bandits camp. So let's go have a look. Get that off the screen. Come in. Okay, so I am taking prisoners if somebody is good enough for it. So we've got a quick sleeper, a slow learner, and gay. None of that is really an issue for me. They do animals. They're mostly melee. I kind of want more shooters, but animals and plants interest isn't too bad. Can't pronounce his name for the life of me. I don't know, Sogu. That's what I'm going to call him, Sogu, if I have to refer to him if we capture him. Let's see, Dragonfly has annoying voice and jogger. But even though they're really strong with mining and cooking, they'll get into fights probably all the time. Just because it'll piss off the other people. But to be fair, I do want a kind of dedicated cook. The Dragonfly could be pretty good to take home. Especially since this is that Garbor tribe that will never ever be in alliance with. So from my perspective, it would be a win-win kind of situation because I'm not pissing anybody off and I'd be taking names, so to speak. Let's see, you've got creepy breathing. Gomards always have tantrums and then go pick out, and jealous. So basically, if anybody has a slightly better room than you, yeah, you're just gonna have a shit fit about it. Throw a tantrum. You've also got cooking, but it's mostly the jealous and the Gomard that put me off it. I don't even care about the creepy breathing. Like, it just reminds me of Brainy from Hey Arnold, you know, where he's always like just breathing in the background behind Helga. Like, I'm okay with that. I think that's funny. But yeah, I just can't stand them constantly getting jealous and shitty. There could be one more in here. I think there was supposed to be 5, so there could be 2 more. But I want to take home Dragonfly, specifically. He'll probably end up getting named Digger, because half the time they don't even take their first name on there. This guy, I like him. I can't pronounce his name. There's a good chance I won't take him. But we got plenty of resources, lots of wood, lots of medical supplies and stuff like that. I will be taking all medical and all berries. Find them? Yeah, there's berries. And what else have we got here? We've got marble, slate, granite, marble. Yes. Okay, this area is not too bad. There's my people down here. Okay, so I believe I took everybody. I think one of them was One-san was a swords person. But was it One-san who was the cheater? Yes, it is. Okay, so she's not cheating, she's just a mistress of chimpanzee. And I brought her along mostly so she just isn't home. So I don't care, she doesn't need to fight. She can do like more medical stuff. She can come chill out over here. The rest of these ladies, I'm gonna need you to kind of move up. I'll get a couple of little hospital beds. I mean, there's sleeping spots, but whatever. Just a couple of spots thrown down, just in case something goes bad. And we'll save this as a raid, because we're technically raiding them. So everybody's got to move up. Who's this guy? Were you there before? Whoop. Yeah, you were. I clicked on you before. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Are you a jogger or something? How fast is that guy moving? A Bruno? I probably butchered that. Crafting's really high. A psychopath. Nah. Psychopath, brawler, ugly. All of those things just equal picking a fight because somebody's commented on you. And fighting well, probably to the death. So nah. No. Let's have a look at you. Are you can't say your name either, but that's okay. You don't have anything I want. You've only got melee. I really don't need another high melee person at this point in time. Plus, you've got like the whole body purist. Like, I'll cut your leg off and give you a sweet, like, you know, I don't know, archetype leg or something like that, and you'll have a bitch fit about it. And misogynist. Well, most of my base is female, so no. And jealous, again, no. So we don't want him. We want Dragonfly. We want to take home Dragonfly if we can. And the way I'm intending to do this, my hope is if I can spread them out just a little bit. I'm hoping to get like maybe 2 sides and maybe have 1 or 2 people run if they don't get attacked. And then if I manage to down Dragonfly without killing them, I'll open up one of these areas, throw down a bed, and make it a prisoner bed. And that way I can immediately just say, hey, you know, just take Dragonfly in here and we'll deal with it from there. We'll take him home in chains. but there's a very good chance I might actually just end up killing him because all my girls are very high skilled. We started off with almost everything being 20 or 19 just for the fact that I had such a big group going in and I really just needed the skill base. And where that becomes a problem is taking the first set of what do you call them, prisoners? Like, I don't even remember how I got Nitro. I can't remember if he wandered into my base or if I took him from somewhere. I don't remember. But I got lucky with him not killing him, in a sense. Let's get this laid out. So I want Lumi and Amia come over here. Probably get shot at, but these guys look like they've all got just bows and arrows and yeah, Iquas or whatever they are. Acosta and Shizuka. No, not Enyo. I want you two. You and you. Come over this way. And Enyo can kind of keep going forwards. That should be fine. So we'll start off with this. Everybody's starting to get their shots down. Dragonfly's up the back. He might do a runner, which isn't great. Okay, so I need you two to come just a little bit higher up, just so we can secure this back. Because if we're back here, they may not, there's no exits this way. So we've got a pretty good chance. Okay, Dragonfly's coming out. Okay, these girls are doing good. They're getting hurt. I think we just killed Dragonfly. That's a shame. I could, if I wanted to, I could go roll it back. But I'm not going to, just because it would be nice to have him. But we don't necessarily need the extra prisoner at the moment. I will take them if I can not kill them, but I'm not going to be going too far out of my way. And Shizuka's getting pretty hurt, and Lumi's kind of sore. How you doing, Enya? Alright, everybody release to where you need to go. Let's claim this door. Deconstruct it or hold it open, whatever works. All these Iquas, Urkas, whatever, crossbows, all like ticked off. Everybody's alive, so I'll quickly just save. Have a look at the damage. She's not going to die. She's bleeding but not going to die. Yeah, they're all okay. They're already resting and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, let's make it that we can like touch everything. Acosta, I know you like watching the sunset and that's sweet and stuff, but just go walk in there, hey? Alright. We got a little bit more pemmican. What's this? Marble table. Well, it's probably going to be heavy, and I don't really want to take that home. But what I do want to do, take the roof down. Take down the roof, and we'll remove the floor. Because that looks like it's cement. Cement should have steel in it. This rat, it can die. It's making too much noise near me. The pros and cons to having sensitive hearing is, yeah. I will kill things that are making irritating noises. So let's see. We have become very close with our new ally, the Red Shrew Ambers. I believe they kind of were already sort of an ally, but now they're 99%. So allies will sometimes arrive to help fight enemies when we're under attack. You can also call them for help at any time at a cost of goodwill, which is usually, I think, about 25 goodwill per call. We don't have that kind of technology yet to call somebody in. I will get that in as soon as it's available, though. Let's see. So we've gone up to 99%, risen past 75. So if it falls beneath 0, relationship will return to neutral. And our quest got completed, so that's really great. So I'll just save it again. Nedo 2. Okay. So that will go away in a minute. Yeah. So now we've got our very first close ally, which is great. That means that we can actually do trading with them and get somewhere. Now, I want them to take down the roof first, and then I'll start deconstructing this place. But I have got a whole heap of things selected, like the medical bushes and the berries. And what I'm hoping to happen is basically they'll wake up As soon as they're finished having a nap and recovering a little bit. Doing alright. She probably could use a little bandage. Nobody's tending to her, but she'll be alright. But yeah, when they jump up, they should probably get around and get some stuff done. What I do want to do is I want to peel these muffaloes. Because they've got some really good fur. Actually, let's just... We've got the time. And I'm just not going to remove this room yet. So I'm just going to make this little home area. Let's clear this area. So they don't waste time cleaning it or anything. And I want to put the butchering spot. Okay, we've got to check that. Who's infected? Enyo is. What's going on, Enyo? You have a stab. Yeah, well, that would get infected. And you'll die in 22 hours. For the love of God, somebody get up and start tending to her. When you think they're okay, and then you turn around and they're clearly not. Okay, so let's get our butchering. We need to butcher animals here forever. My intention is to bring back as much as I can. I don't care if it's food, trees, berries, medical. I don't care. I'm bringing back as much as my people can carry. And I did want to just check. I'm not near any other... No. I'm not really... Like, that. It's not really on a path. I'd probably have to go over that kind of 2.5 difficulty to walk, slowing down quite a bit. But that's okay. That's okay. They'll get stuff done. So everybody's busy doing their hunting and deconstructing. Oh goodness, steel. Good. Not a lot, but it is a lot in a sense. Psychic drone. Psychic drone for the males. It'll be a low psychic drone. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a psychic drone into this site through an orbital amplifier, tuned to only affect males for a few days. Some people's moods will be quite a bit worse. Yes, I definitely think that will be bad. We don't have too many guys at home. Tofu's doing a great job getting that harvest done, by the way. So, good on him. I don't get to praise Tofu too much. He's normally just generally being a dick. Let's get back over here. Something's on fire? Of course it is. When is something not on fire? Let's just get this table uninstalled. I don't think I'm going to take it home, but I would like the option to. I'm going to put just a couple more of these butcher spots in. No, that's right. That's a good thing there. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple more in here so I can just get this done and get them home. One more. Kills butcher creature forever. There we go. Now we've got a possibility of 3 people coming in and doing it. What is this that's growing? Is that like potato or grass? Cyclid plants. I don't think cutting that's going to give me anything at that stage. Imagine if I stayed here for a little longer, perhaps. Maybe it would, but I mean, I really don't want to be bringing home drugs anyway. Jesus, what are you doing, woman? Just stop. Stop. Whatever you think you're doing, you're not doing. I've never seen that before. That's actually quite interesting. I'm guessing she was trying to move stacks or something. I'm just going to put a little zone outside to stop them from just doing that. Not stopped at all. Just allow everything. I don't care what it is, just put everything there. If it fits, it fits. Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. They're bringing stuff in like champs. and we got detected. We've got 3.4 days until enemies arrive. They will be reinforced